on the way review. The Lakers versus the everybody, but they played the Portland Trail versus the everybody, but they played the Portland Trail. Defense of theirs is the real MVP of this season. I mean, teams just cannot. And I feel bad. I felt bad for Melo. You know what I'm saying? Because Melo them had games. The Portland Trail Blazers will get better as the season progresses. They got too much talent on the team too. Right, better, a better offensive threat than Rodney Hood was. Even though Rodney Hood was shooting a good, but I think Melo is doing a really good job. Hopefully he'll play out this year, and the Lakers can. And if the Lakers have to lose somebody, they can bring him in, or even trade for him at the deadline. I just really think Melo will be a good piece on the championship team, and I think once the Trail, like I said, it's just bad luck. They went on a 3-game win streak, and then they ran to the Clippers and Lakers, and those are two great defensive teams that you have to be on the same page, and they really had no practice time to prepare for these teams. So I think the Blazers will benefit going forward, and I think they'll play. They'll come back around. I think it's completely slanted because two losses came against the Lakers and the Clippers. But other than that, I think that they'll be okay. But as far as the Lakers go, they're just good. I mean, they're just good. And this whole notion that the Clippers are somehow on their level is ridiculous. The Clippers are not close to the Lakers right now. They're just not. The Lakers play when they talk about defense, like they are what they thought the Clippers were going to be, which I always never bought into. If you go look at my early videos, I never bought into the believing that the Clippers were that great of a defensive team. I just never bought into it because I said they both play the same position. So people keep acting as if it's like somebody. It's literally like someone saying, "Well, I got a great running back. They're not going to give him any carry." It's the same thing when they were talking about how he can guard a five, but he's not. He can do a good job, but he's not. He does it. He did it better when he was with another a team that was surrounded by a lot of good defensive players. The Toronto Raptors were a good defensive team, so it allowed Kawhi Leonard to do more on defense. They're getting up 130, 120 points a game. They're not a good defense, but they keep making the argument that they can play good defense. They play good defenses in spurts, but they also play bad defenses in spurts, which is why Giannis and the Bucks. Because if you have an outside shot, if you are knocking down your threes, they're done. They can't come out and guard you. 90% of the time, they cannot come out to guard you. Only one that really I see doing it well is PG. He's the only one that's doing it well. He's the only one who's getting out and challenging shots. And then he's trying to and because he keeps having to run out to make up for the fact that the people around him really don't have good feet. Zubac is pretty much just he's under the basket rebounder. He's not a great protector of the rim. And if you get past their Beverly and PG and Kawhi, you generally are going to get fouled because Zubac has slow feet. That's one of the reasons why I was happy he got traded from the Lakers last year because I felt like he had slow feet. But that being said, yes, he has slow feet. He can't really get to most perimeter players. And if you're a deep person, they don't have that guy. They don't have a good rim protector, and their perimeter defense is shaky. Like I said, maybe it's because Kawhi's in and out of lineup. They don't have a lot of chemistry on that line. They're not stepping up and doing what they should be doing a lot of times. So that is a problem. So beyond that, like I said, you got the fact that they're not really in sync. They don't switch well. And when you don't play a zone and you have to keep switching like that, and you're not really on a rope, you're gonna let a lot of people run by. And you saw the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, it was just complete mental shutdowns. Like they just didn't know what they were doing because they're so good against bad teams because they can make up for it because they have the talent to come back. But most of the time, they're losing a lot of times, and then they have to get on the high horse and run people down. And as I said before, it's not going to be easy to do that in the West. I mean, and that's why I was so critical of the games that Kawhi Leonard missed because I felt like, dude, you guys are gonna have to fight for certain games, and you're giving games away early that should be walked in the park. And he was doing that, and he's still doing it. And if he's not playing back to backs, and they're going to be a fifth or sixth seed in the West, a fifth or sixth seed in the West, and I'm sorry, it's going to be real hard for them. I like I said, a lot of people think that they're on Lakers level. They are not on the Lakers level. The Lakers, like I said at the beginning of the year, everything I said has come to fruition. LeBron is good at picking people who play well alongside him. He's not good. Kawhi just picked a random person. So he just picked PG because he was a good player. He never actually thought about how well they would play together. You can tell the synergy is off when they're playing with each other. They don't know. It's throwing Kawhi off because he's second guessing, third guessing if he should shoot or pass it almost every time, and it's killing his concentration. He's missing a lot of shots because what people don't understand because they think we're computer that when you're a computer, it's not. It's same thing. So that your body when you release it without thinking, it's your body just naturally does what it's supposed to do. And same thing with quarterback. You always want to get that have the same stuff, and when you are adding in a dimension of right before you shoot it, you're thinking, oh crap, am I taking too many shots? Am I taking PG out of his game? Am I not getting other people involved like LeBron does? So when you look at somebody like Kawhi, Kawhi is literally in that position now where every time he goes to shoot, you can see him second guessing and third guessing whether he should shoot it or pass it, and that is throwing off his rhythm. And that's what I knew what was going to happen when you bring Paul George into the fold because now it's easy. As I said at the beginning of the year, it was easier for Kawhi before Paul George got back because all he had to do was whenever the offense got stagnant, they just give it to him in ISO, and he didn't have to worry about it. They just played through him. But now they play through both of them, so now they kind of like, is it your turn? It's my turn. The two of the matter is Paul George playing better than he is. So because Paul George is playing better than he is, it's also that mindset that he's the one dragging the team down because he's taking the rest. Paul George is not. Paul George is playing better even after he takes rest. So it's like, okay, like the second fiddle, and you're not even looking like a particularly good second fiddle. And I hate saying that because I love Kawhi, but people keep thinking that his rest is helping him, and I do not think it is. I think his rest is actually hurting him. I think it's killing his rhythm. I think it's killing his chemistry with his teammates. I think it's actually doing the opposite to him. I think it's that there's a lot of guilt that goes into it. So when he plays, he's playing more timid when he plays now than when he played last year. There's a lot of hiccups in the game now that I'm starting to notice, and I think that that him playing the way he does is really hurting him in the long run. I think that it will hurt him in the long run. So my opinion on the situation is the Lakers are head over heels better than them. I don't think it's even close. No, it has been close. It's not close. The Lakers are on enough with him. Defensively, LeBron is clear-cut MVP. Anthony Davis, clear-cut defensive player of the year, and also in the MVP running as well. I mean, I just don't see how you're not beating those two. You know what I'm saying? They are too good. Like you watch it, and it's like, okay, so not only is AZ a person who can ISO and get his own point, but he's also such a smart, cerebral player that he can. And then you got the ultimate cerebral player, LeBron, who's sending them in places when he's not even doing it himself. LeBron's setting up stuff, and he's coming around the back end. And then you got to worry about JaVale and Dwight and now Rondo's hitting his threes. I mean, it's like okay, so before that anymore because Rondo's shooting for damn near 50% from three this year. So it's like okay, so we can't even really just back up off Rondo like we used to. So we have to give him that, and doing that to Rondo is a death sentence. You cannot come up to Rondo. He's just as smart as LeBron, and that's what LeBron did. LeBron took somebody, got somebody in there because it was killing them. First couple games, when Rondo was out, Rondo tweaked his hamstring. So I hope he gets back, because they're already out without Bradley. So I'm hoping Rondo can get back, quick, and I hope it's not that big of a deal. They got a little rest here, and hopefully he can get better. But they say he strained his hamstring, so he was out the remainder of the last game. So which they didn't really need him, but that's what the team brings. LeBron is not playing. He's not focused. I mean, when not focused. I mean, when he's sitting down. I mean, Rondo steps in and just takes charge, and I think that is just crazy to me. I think Rondo is going to really ball for them this year, and I just don't see any team beating them. I just don't see a weakness they have. They just don't. They have outside shooting now. They have people. They have a couple guys who they're deep. They got a couple guys who can get their own shot, and Kuz, LeBron, and AZ. They got a couple guys who can run point. Caruso. They got. I mean, anything you need them to be, they can be that type of team. And I just don't see you beating them because any type of game you want to play, they can play the up and down game, and they can play the slow down game. And Dwight Howard, I haven't gotten to him and the presence he's brought. Him, JaVale. I mean, that is a monster. Him, JaVale, and AD is just they're monsters. And you can't get to the rim to him. And then you got AD who can come out and guard you on the perimeter as well. And Dwight who can come out and guard you on the perimeter as well. So they're big guys who can protect at the rim and they're athletic enough to get back to protect. I mean, they can protect at the rim and go out on the perimeter and still be athletic enough to close out on shots and stay with you when you go past him. Dwight Howard is thick as hell and he's moving like a guard. It's really, really. I just don't see anybody beating him. Anyway, that's my opinion on the situation. Please comment. Let me know what you think. Thumbs it up if you like it, and we'll see. And I'll be back to give you guys another update on what I feel is going on in the NBA. All right.